Adobe InDesign has got the ability to work with transparency. Now, before we understand what transparency is, it's probably best to show what is something which is opaque. So I'm going to draw a frame near to the top of this left-hand image, and I'm going to give that a fill of paper. Now, you'll see here that it basically blocks everything out behind it. Now, with transparency, I'm just going to duplicate this. What we can have is we can have not something which is opaque, you can't see through it. In this case, it's blocking out what's behind it. But transparency is the degree of see-throughness that you can have with an element. So with this particular frame as paper, I can change the transparency percentage from what is 100%, which is fully opaque. Using the slider, I could drag that down to 74, drag it down to say 50, and as I drag it down even more, it increases what is the see-throughness of that particular element. So 25%. If I click away and do Shift and W, you can see the difference there between the left-hand object, which is paper as left as it is, and then the right-hand side is paper once again, but with a transparency of 25%. Now what I can do now is I can take this frame and I can sort of move it over this left-hand image, and I can basically create an effect. Okay, so I've got this sort of thing going on. Maybe I want to make that a little bit, let's say, stronger, so I could increase that now to something like 50%. You see the effect that has given us. Once again, Shift and W. And there's loads of things that we can do when it comes to transparency with just literally frames with a color applied to it, with then a transparent effect or tint on it to give it that see-throughness. Now another one is what is a feather. So this image might look a little bit harsh here with the four sides to it. Maybe I want it so that it's going to sort of blend in slowly from the outside inwards. So all I need to do there, which once again is a transparency effect, this time go to the FX above the transparency percentage we used before and choose what is a basic feather. Now moving that to one side, make sure it's set to preview, and then I can come into here, which is the feather width, and I can use my cursor keys to go up arrow to increase the amount of width that it comes in before it then starts as what is fully opaque. So I've got this blend going on, okay, based upon whether I increase or I decrease the feather width for this particular image. If I commit to that, hit Shift and W, then you'll see that as an introduction to what transparency is, it can give some very interesting results.